I'm back in Oslo to visit the very new National Museum, the National Museum of Norway, where, behind its impressive walls, lies the country's largest collection of art, design and architecture. And if that wasn't reason enough to come here, well, the museum also offers a unique, behind-the-scenes experience exclusively for guests of Viking. I began my visit by meeting up with the museum's director, Ingrid Røynesdal.
We opened in June 2022. It's been about 1 million visitors a year.
Gosh.
So it's a tremendous success. I think people are just embracing the big projects. This is a bold vision politically, and coming here, really embracing all of that. I think people love it.
Viking has a great privilege that they can bring guests here and they get a special visit.
Yeah.
Can you just tell us a little bit about what they experience when they come here that's a little bit different from the normal visitor?
For the privileged access we're giving to the Viking passengers, the ateliers, the studios where the conservators are really working with the arts, where you can really closely have a look into what is the magic that we're having here. I mean, it's a very, very special experience.
So, naturally, I wanted to sample that special experience for myself, starting with another Viking guest exclusive, a tour of the museum's many galleries before the doors are open to the public. So, Rolf, I've been here before to the National Museum, and one of the things that really strikes you when you come in here is this.
Yeah.
What is it?
This is a very important political work by a Sami artist called Ida Antonia. It's from 2017.
Uh-huh.
And this is like a tapestry of reindeer skulls. There was a political decision that reindeer herds were forced to be slaughtered because you were not allowed to have more than so and so. And this is Ida Antonia's reaction to that policy. And it was based on her brother, who was forced to slaughter a lot of his herd, which is basically their currency. It really jolts you. I mean, you have to react when you enter the museum and see something like that. So it starts something in you, which I think is good.
It's extremely powerful. And according to what you said, it's a political statement.
Oh, yes.
It's to do with Sami independence and the Sami peoples who live up at the north of Scandinavia. Yeah.
The policies affects their way of life and being.
Because when the museum was built, you had to decide on, well, what are we going to put in the foyer?
Yeah.
And you got a lot of choices. I think you have 6,000 pieces in this building, so you had a lot to choose from.
Yeah.
And you chose this.
Yeah.
Which I think is fantastic. Yeah. Because it is. And the first time you see it, it's wow.
And it almost resembles the Sami flag. Very.
What you mean? Because it's lighter?
Yeah, it's lighter in the middle part.
Yeah.
So there's a hint to that as well. So
I'm not sure I'd want it on my wall at home, but it's an incredibly moving and impressive piece.
Yes.
Wonderful. Rolf, this is the famous Badishol tapestry.
Yeah, we have to make a stop here, right?
It's incredible. Tell me about it.
Yeah, this is a woven tapestry that dates from somewhere between 1150 and 1190. It's a mixture of wool and linen, and it was salvaged by a person with a keen interest on national romantic artifacts. And she had bought some different things, and she asked the farmer if they had anything else of interest. And he came and produced this tapestry that was covered in mud. And it had been used in the church for the organist to warm his feet. So he insulated the base of the wall, and it had never seen sunlight in all those years. So that is one of the reasons we think that it's in such a good nick when it comes to colors.
Because this is, it's 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
1,000 years old.
So
there it was in this church.
Yeah.
Covered in mud.
Yeah.
Just keep drafts out of the floor.
Yeah.
Wow. And this woman, luckily.
Yeah, she took it home and
cleaned it.
And yeah.
And thought, gosh, this is beautiful. This is amazing. This is special.
Yeah, we think that it's part of a bigger tapestry, maybe as much as 12 meters long, because each of these images represents a month in the year.
Month of the year. Okay, so fantastic. 1,000 years old.
Yeah.
It looks like it was made yesterday, really. Is Solberg, is he a big name in Norwegian painting?
Absolutely. But one thing about Solberg was that he spent a lot of time on his paintings. So in his day, he never had a separate exhibition. So he was always part of like joint exhibitions.
Tell me, Rolf, a little bit about the background to this painting. It was a vote?
Yeah.
What happened? So what was
actually the most popular painting voted by the Norwegian public.
So I love the idea that you have a vote.
Yeah. So that's
every country should do that.
It's a national icon.
Okay.
It won the contest.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, I can see why. It's a beautiful painting.
On the early sketches, he had people in the foreground.
No, really?
He removed those. And that's a typical thing with a lot of Solberg's paintings, is that he had people in them at first, but to get the majestic ambience in the nature, he removed the people. And it has a lot of details, especially in the trees, and everything has kind of a fairy tale expression. And the light is fantastic, I think. The moonlight and the loneliness of being out in the open in the middle of the night. Solberg was very particular, and he spent a lot of time on his images.
So he'd be pretty pleased to know that this painting has become a sort of national treasure, really. Yeah. It's Norway's national treasure.
Yeah.
And probably priceless because of that.
Yeah, the hard work paid off eventually.
It absolutely did, yeah. No, it's just gorgeous, just gorgeous. Wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, it makes you take a deep breath.
It really does.
Just take it all in.
Just fabulous. Yeah, it's almost, it's pretty special just being here. And you were telling me that the architect wanted to make this room so special.
Yeah, so he made the ceiling height.
It's taller than higher than any other room in the building.
Yeah.
Rolf, I'm going to be very generous. I'm going to let you take one of these paintings home with you.
Oh.
Which one would it be?
I think it would be the Madonna.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's fantastically sensual, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is also a very interesting thing that happened just after we moved in, because we had new equipment and fantastic facilities, and we did an infrared picture of it. And behind the surface, you could see the original sketch where he had drawn her arm down by her right side, but ended up putting it up here. And that's basically, that tells us that this is the first version that Munch painted of Madonna. So this is the oldest one.
I'm guessing that when this painting was shown in public, it caused a bit of
stir.
Controversy,
Yeah.
a stir, yeah.
And a lot of his works in his own time was subject of a lot of criticism, and also people didn't really understand it. And that's the funny thing about the screen, that there's this almost impossible to see a small inscription, and where it says, "This can only be painted by a madman."
Yeah. That's great.
And
that's the beauty of research, you know, of discovering what's behind the paint.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's yours to take home.
Thank you very much.
Gift to you, Rob. Thank you.
And now it was time to go backstage, behind the metaphorical curtain, and discover some of the secrets of the conservation room, and to meet Ida, the museum's senior conservator.
Ida,
Hi.
great to see you again. How are you?
Welcome back. I'm fine.
Here we are backstage.
Yes.
At the place where the magic happens.
Yes.
So tell me, what are all these paintings doing here?
This is the painting conservation at the National Museum. And here we prepare paintings for exhibition, for storage if they're in bad condition, and for loans. I think the National Museum is really the place where you open the door to the whole of the Norwegian art history in an international context. And we are so lucky to be able to work directly on the paintings and get closer to them than anyone.
I'm feeling slightly nervous being this close to what is very valuable and precious art.
Yeah.
But it's also a privilege. I mean, the area we are in is super secure.
Yeah, not many people come here.
Right.
It's the inner shell. This is the fourth shell of the security of the building. So there are layer upon layer hurdles to get in. And this is the inner core. And you have to be approved.
But some of those approved people are guests from Viking ships visiting Oslo.
Yeah.
And what is their experience here?
Well, we try to talk about the ongoing work from day to day. So it changes, of course, with whatever we have on our table, the research projects we have, the loans that are ongoing. This is a treatment that is ongoing. So it will be here for many weeks. So many of the visitors will come and talk to us about this one. But then we have loans like Måneskinn.
Well, this I recognize as a painting by Edvard Munch.
Yes, we have a really central part of our collection is Edvard Munch. This is the copy, so that's not dangerous.
You know, I saw that, and I for 1 second, thought, and then I said, it's got to be. They wouldn't let me this close to it if it wasn't a copy, because
the original is on display.
I think most people will have recognized this is the Scream.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why do you have a copy of this here?
This is actually because we made a mock-up for framing the original, and then also when we have guests, we like to show them the backside. So it's sort of part of explaining why some of our artworks are really special.
Okay.
Because
whoa! Look at this.
So this is how it looks from the backside, and of course you can't see that when you're in exhibition. So it's an important part of the story of the work. It's the first edition. There's 4 of them. There's a whole complex story about it. So we like to have this around because it's a central work in our collection.
Well, I sometimes feel that the Scream has become so iconic it puts other works by Munch a little bit in the shade. So let's talk about this painting, because I love this. What I love about this is the way he paints the moonlight and everything. But
this is from Åsgårdstrand.
Yeah.
So it's one of the places he worked here in Norway. It's going on a loan to America, actually.
Really? Where?
Yeah, to Buffalo.
To a museum in Buffalo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's here to be conserved and checked, and then we make reports so that we can prove the condition it went on before it goes on loan, and then we have to travel with it, check it, take care of it the whole way.
Does it go on a regular flight? Because you're not just checking this in as hand luggage, right?
I'm not supposed to say too many details. This is security things.
Don't tell me. Well, it's a beautiful painting. So this looks in pretty good condition to me.
Yeah, but then when we get so close up and personal with the paintings, we look for old damages and repairs. And one of the ways we do this is by UV light. Wow. So in UV, materials react differently. So this is an old repair that we think maybe Munch made himself. And so ethically, we don't do this again directly. But it's important that we know it's there and that we tell the people that we lend this to that this is actually a repair, so they don't get scared.
But I know there are sometimes paintings that have damage that you won't repair because that's part of
the history.
How it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good. So it must be difficult deciding where to
And that's
Where to
why
stop,
it's so good to have a conservation department inside a museum.
Yeah.
Not all countries have a conservation department, but for us, research and the examination and the technical investigation of the paintings are so key to really understanding both the oeuvre of an artist, the condition of each individual painting, and also explaining the condition and mediating the knowledge of these artists and telling a truthful story, which is really, really important, a key to what we do.
And Munch, he was so prolific. There's so many paintings. I mean, you've got lots of work for many, many years ahead of you.
Yeah, and we have some of the first versions that so they are kind of the starting point of his career, like The Sick Child, The Scream, the Madonna. So
Madonna,
it's yes, but there is a big conservation community in Norway. Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've got a lot to conserve.
We have quite a lot of loan requests. So every month we have to check sort of 50 paintings for their condition to say if we can loan them or not. And when they get approved, they come in here and then we prepare them for the loans.
Gosh, from Munch to...
Lapper. This is a Dutch painter, and it's one of the few paintings from the 20th century where it's actually soft paint. It has never cured properly, so it hasn't made a 3D network that is really stable, so the paint is just delaminating off. You can see it's really letting go. And with high humidity, the paint is just peeling off.
So what do you do about that?
I put it down. So
Stick it back
here,
down.
for example, all this paint was delaminating aggressively with huge dust bunnies on the inside.
Okay.
All this blue paint here is soft, and also the brown.
Yeah, I can
so
see that.
to be able to make sure this doesn't fall off completely, like this part has fallen off.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
I have to really carefully, very quietly put it back using heat and pressure without melting it.
You need a steady hand, don't you?
Yeah. And a good mental
Sort of like a
constitution.
surgeon. You're a painting surgeon.
Well, luckily it's dead, but yeah.
Gosh. Well, I congratulate you. That's not easy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My exclusive visit behind the closed doors of Norway's National Museum gave me a deeper understanding of the painstaking work involved in the conservation of great artworks, so that they may continue to be appreciated for generations to come.